October has already been a stellar month for Xbox Game Pass, with day one titles like Back 4 Blood and spooktacular offerings like Visage making their way onto the service. But have no fear, there's plenty more where that came from, as this week brings about a whole new bunch of new releases and awesome titles.
But before we get into all the amazing stuff that's landing this week, we've also got a very tasty bit of news which we just couldn't wait to share. Minecraft will be hitting Xbox Game Pass for PC on November 2nd. The block building sensation will arrive with both the Java and Bedrock versions available. That means you can enjoy the incredible wealth of minigames and maps which have been built up over the years in the Java edition, or hop over to Bedrock to crossplay with all your console mates. We'll have more on this one closer to the time, so don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to keep up with all the latest Xbox news. And now, let's dig into Game Pass's latest arrivals.
If you're looking to keep those Halloween-y vibes going, the gothic stylings of this first title might be just what you're looking for. Arriving on October 19th, Into the Pit is a first-person shooter where you're armed with little more than your bare wizardy hands as you hex and curse your way through a sea of unspeakable evil. Playing as a young man in search of his missing sister, you are drawn to a remote medieval village, which has been taken over by dark magic that may or may not be connected to the demonic portal found nearby. Hard to say for sure though. Either way, it's up to you to send the underworld's underlings back where they came from. And while you don't technically have to yell things like Alakazam as you play, you might as well, cause it's really fun.
Next up, one of this year's biggest day one releases continues its quest to colonize Xbox Game Pass as Outriders rolls on to PC. This superpowered action RPG sees humanity touching down on a strange planet with the hopes of turning it into their new home. While its lush landscapes are easy on the eyes, it's also full of deadly creatures, not to mention the freak electrical storms which have a habit of rejigging human DNA, so yeah, it's a bit of a fixer-upper. But it makes for a great place to go roaming around in co-op with a couple of mates, shooting and looting to your heart's content as you slowly improve your arsenal and upgrade your newly acquired abilities. And with crossplay enabled across consoles and PC, you'll be able to play with your friends no matter what Xbox Game Pass membership they have.
Adding another awesome day one release to the 2021 calendar, Echo Generation is set in a small town where big things are going down. When a mysterious object comes crashing down out of the sky, your once sleepy home is turned on its head with robots, aliens, and bizarre monsters running around all over the place. And thanks to the 80s moving vibes that Echo Generation is running on, it isn't up to the army, the police, or the men in black to come and save the day. No, just a group of local teenagers on the adventure of a lifetime. You'll get to take on all kinds of bad guys in turn-based combat, mixing and matching your party as you go, with a whole bunch of different teammates and pets to join forces with along the way. But the thing which really gives Echo Generation its unique identity is its beautiful art style, which blends Minecrafty characters with lush environments and rich lighting effects to create something really special. And it will be especially special on Xbox Series X and S consoles, where you can take in all that blocky beauty in 4K and 60 FPS.
Next up, we've got the spacefaring roguelite Everspace 2, which arrives in preview form on October 21st. Playing as a lone clone pilot out in one of the galaxy's nastier neighborhoods, your ultimate goal is to get away from this whole lawless wasteland and towards somewhere a little more civilized, which it turns out is easier said than done. Typical. Fortunately, scrapping it out in Everspace 2 is super fun, thanks to its intuitive controls and quick fire action, so you'll soon be shooting and looting to your heart's content. From there, you can pay to upgrade your ship in all sorts of different ways, adding a rocket booster to jet away from your enemies when things get too tough, or an EMP to turn them all into sitting ducks. Slowly but surely, you can build your ship into the scourge of outer space.
The recipe for a great arcade fighting game varies, but there are a few consistent ingredients, a diverse range of outlandish characters, a whole bunch of different fighting styles, and some wildly excessive special moves, all of which are also key ingredients in Dragon Ball Z. So it's not really a surprise that FighterZ works quite so beautifully. The roster is absolutely stacked, featuring everyone from big hitters like Goku and Piccolo to deeper pools that are sure to delight longtime fans. But even if you have absolutely no prior knowledge, the chance to fight as a cuddly pink monster in a cape, or an honest-to-goodness god, should keep everyone happy. At the same time, Dragon Ball FighterZ simple control scheme makes it super easy to pick up, while still providing plenty of deeper challenges for those who want to go all Super Saiyan on it.
That's about it for the juicy middle portion of October, but the creepiest month on the calendar still has plenty up its sleeve, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell for all the latest titles coming to Xbox Game Pass. Bye!